What is going on, guys? It seems like, I don't know, an hour ago we were doing some other kind of streaming, but that doesn't stop from what we're getting ready to do right now. It is Monday Night Nitro. We've kind of run down these matches already. Lots of championships on the line tonight. The 8-man tag team championship titles on the line. Universal Money in the Bank. And the WCW World Championship Money in the Bank. Briefcases are on the line. So let's get this thing started. So a completely brand new look for Crimson here tonight. Ozzy, I thought, was putting her World Championship title on the line. Maybe she is, maybe she isn't. I guess we're going to have to wait and see what happens here. Well, and that's one way to get this thing going. Not sure if the world title's on the line or not, but Crimson and Ozzy, no strangers to each other, getting ready to get this thing going right now. And I guess it doesn't even matter if the World Championship is on the line or not. These two, no love lost for each other. Ozzy's got her wrapped up right now. But Crimson quickly getting turned around. And check out Crimson's new look. Typically, she has had that singlet kind of one-piece women's jumpsuit on, but now broken up into that, kind of getting a chance to see more of her tattoos and more of the things that are going on there. Goes, rolls up the leg, 2. And already a 2 count. I'm telling you, these two can get after each other quickly. Both get in the match, and we know that Ozzy may be the greatest world champion that we have ever seen, or even in the WCW women's division. What is going on, JP? Welcome to the stream. Digital, welcome to the stream. So another big announcement that we want to make with 2k23 coming out and it being the 40 years of WrestleMania. The WCW program, along with WWE programming, has decided that the next pay-per-view event that will happen in the next 3 episodes will not be WrestleMania. We will wait until Season 6. And Season 6 should be kicking off with WrestleMania. So that should be exciting. We'll have to see how that plays out. Now, that's not to say that we won't have a pay-per-view event. We will. Not sure which one it's going to be, but we'll come up with something and we'll get it figured out. Ozzy now whipping her into the ropes, giving her a little what for. Crimson trying to get back to her feet. And while they kind of look like they're the same size, there are angles where you can tell Crimson is bigger than Ozzy. Crimson being the largest female competitor we have in the women's division. And a huge clothesline right there. Rolls up the leg, 2. 3, and that quick, Crimson can end it. She's got about 4 different moves that can end a match in a heartbeat. So definitely something to look out for. Does not appear like the women's world title is on the line. Not even sure how the rivalry piece happened because I did not put that in there. So 'Tis what it is, but that now brings us up to our next match and the nostalgic 8-man title belts on the line. Who is going to be able to walk away with that? And speaking of nostalgic, we have two nostalgic type tag teams, or at least wrestlers, singles, and Bret Hart and Chris Jericho, members of the Hart Foundation. Harlem Heat, though, going up against Strudel and KVD, trying to get the 8-man title belts, and Digital Dog and JP of the Bikers also going after. Now, JP, it's kind of funny. JP holds one of the nostalgic title belts already in the GC Rock Survival title belt. So, look at this brand new arena. A brand new look for WCW Nitro. Outdoor arena. Thunder now also has one. We won't see it all the time. We still have the other arena, but we have 2 or 3 different Nitro arenas now that we'll be rotating through. What is going on, Paul? Welcome to the stream, brother. So even the old look of Harlem Heat now making their way down to the ring. So far, we have seen half of our wrestlers in the men's and women's division face off in the first day of the King of the Ring tournament. Day 2 will be coming up here in the next 5 episodes, because we do have a WCW versus WWE pay-per-view on the docket. Although we haven't got to see Stevie Ray in a while, and we have not seen him so far in the tournament, but he will be in this tournament, and it'll be interesting to see. Not really known as a singles wrestler, so it'll be interesting to see how he fares. The other really neat thing coming up with 2K24. Don't know the number of slots, but there will be more than 100 slots, and you will be able to create a referee. Look at the state of Chris Jericho. Brand new look for Chris Jericho, mixing the Hart Foundation look and the Monday Night is Jericho look. It'll be interesting, too, to see, does Chris Jericho keep hanging out with Bret Hart? Does he remain a member, or does he feel like maybe the Hart Foundation is holding him back? Is it propelling him forward, or is it holding him back? That's something that we're going to have to keep an eye on as well. Coming up also in 2K24, we are going to have a lot of legend wrestlers. What is that going to mean for WCW? Are some of those wrestlers going to find their way into WCW, or are they going to find their way into the WWE? So while they may not be tag team champions, you got the Bikers coming down, Digital Dogs, the current WCW Hardcore Champion, and JP, the current nostalgic Men's Survival GC Rock title holder. Now remember, the interesting thing about the 8-man title rules is this. This is an 8-man tag team tornado event. There is no tagging in or out. All the wrestlers will be in at the same time. The last team standing, you can have one of your members eliminated. You just can't have them both. The last man standing in the tag team will win the 8-man title belts for his or her team, even though we have no hers. Because I don't have 8-man title belts for the women yet. And here they come right now. The prime time players walking down to the ring with those nostalgic 8-man title belts, putting those title belts on the line. It has only been fought for one time here in WCW. This will be time number 2. Who is going to be able to walk away with this? It is really anybody's game when you look at this stuff. JP Digital going over there. Their strategy to try to get this thing ready. And no, I did not mispronounce strategy. So here we go. Oh, thought Booker T and Digital were going to face off, but not as of yet. Digital going after Bret Hart. Well, Digital really going after anybody he can get his hands on. And that's another thing. We haven't seen this look, but I had mentioned it before that it is possible for Digital to put the mechanical arms back on. Before it was not. He had the surgery to where now he can take them on or take them off. Either way, with them on, a little more powerful, with them off, a little faster. So, pros and cons to all the things. Look at that move. A jumping, spinning armbar by JP. Bret Hart and KVD facing off. And Digital, and it looked like Booker T, but JP takes him right out of the ring. Although they get in their way, each other's way a little bit here, but no matter. They get back on top. Chris Jericho now getting back to his feet. Kind of a three-way match on the outside. JP now getting himself interjected into that. Going after KVD. Bret Hart grabs JP though. Throws him back into the ring. And right into his tag team partner, Chris Jericho. Now those two going after it. Strudel and Digital going after it. But this might not be the best spot for Chris Jericho to be in. Both members of the Bikers were in there. But Digital now going after KVD. And JP trying to get it turned around against Chris Jericho inside the ring. Strudel now has Booker T. The other thing that's going to be really interesting about 2K24, when we're in spectator mode like this, because I do not control these wrestlers, we let the computer do that. But if the computer is controlling all the wrestlers, I will be able to control the camera. So I'll be able to move around and do some other fancy camera angles. And JP kicking out in 2. Chris Jericho trying to roll him up. Look at that. I mean, he came up empty, but KVD running up over the top rope. They do not call them the primetime players for no reason. JP now starting to get the better of Jericho. Jericho's been getting the better of him as of part of this match. Then throws him back in the ring. Went to get after Booker T, but Booker T trying to get into the ring. JP won't let him. And Booker T says, hey, Got to get a little revenge on Bret Hart for what he's been doing. And remember, Booker T coming off a big win where he ended up winning his 4-way match. And again, out in 2, but things will go really quick. Like something will happen and you'll be like bam, 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 3 wrestlers out. So don't take your eye off your television screen, because things will happen quickly once they start happening. You can tell Chris Jericho already starting to move a little bit slower. Bret Hart, same boat. All these guys probably in that boat. And Stevie Ray, that's his finisher on the champ. 1, 2, 3. Kamikaze Mount Doom out. And I told you it would go fast. Bret Hart also eliminated by Booker T. KBD eliminated by Chris Jericho. And already 2 people out of this match. Oh, look at that. Strudel now trying to make some amends. He is the only person left in his tag team. So if they're going to win the championship, it is solely on Strudel's shoulders right now. Digital now rolling up. Strudel, 1, and only a 1 count. It took a while because Booker T had Jericho in what looked kind of like the arms of Jericho, but definitely a Boston Crab. Thought Jericho might be going for the pin, and said does not. Digital picks up Totes' bat. JP going for the pin and a kick out. In 1. JP trying to catch Jericho riding dirty. Does not. Jericho catches the leg and now gets JP up in a suspended suplex. Digital, huge slam down on the champ, but Booker T gets in the way and ends up getting slammed down, choke slam himself. So now only Digital, only Strudel, only Chris Jericho, and only Stevie Ray remain. Every single one of their partners have been eliminated. It looked like Stevie Ray was going to get Jericho again, but look, Jericho fights through it. Misses the clothesline, however. Gets that sidewalk slam. Tasty pastry right on Digital Dog. 1, 2, 3. And Stevie Ray eliminates Jericho. So it is down to the champion, Strudel, Digital Dog, and now Stevie Ray. Digital again kicks out, no count, rolls out of the way. Strudel gets in the way. You can see Strudel already bleeding. And now 2 of the 3 competitors rolled back into the ring. Strudel going after Digital again, now takes him, whips him, and Stevie Ray on accident stops Digital Dog and then hits Strudel with that roundhouse kick. Digital wisely kind of backs up, but Stevie Ray catches him in the corner. Catches him in the corner. Strudel rolls to the outside, trying to buy a little time, maybe get his breath. And remember, right now, Strudel is the champion. Look at that big slam, but look at this. Digital, and that normally sets up Digital's finishing move. But instead of going for it, Digital goes to the outside. Usually a fatal error right here going after these steps, and there it is. Strudel kicks those steps right on down. And I hope that's one of the things they fix. Like, stop the big guys from going after the stairs. It's ridiculous. And I can't stop it. I've tried it. I've tried about everything I know to do. Oh, right about the time Strudel's head impacts the thing. Stevie Ray also hits Digital, but here we go. That is Stevie Ray's finisher. Now pins Strudel. 2, 3. Now no matter what happens, there is going to be brand new 8-man tag champions. The champions have been eliminated. It is down to Harlem Heat and the Bikers. Digital Dog now starting to let the hands go. Picks him up. Huge slam. Is he going to get him again? This is the prelude to the choke slam, but we have seen Digital win matches on this. And there it is, the Bikers, Digital and JP, the brand new 8-man tag team champs.
Here are your winners, the Bikers.
So Digital all of a sudden ends up winning the hardcore title and then starts seeing more and more success coming. Even though these are not official title belts in the WCW, they have been defended now nonetheless. Wrestlers do walk out with them, so you can call it official, you can call it not official, doesn't matter. We have some dual champions right now, and one person, maybe for the first time ever, holds 2 of the nostalgic title belts at the same time. So you know, if it's been a minute, things are going to change. You've already seen new looks from a couple of the wrestlers, and you're going to see it here again. Miss Nightmare, now with her brand new look, is going to make her way down to the ring as well, and is getting a shot at TJones in the United States Women's Championship.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Women's United States Championship.
That looks like a nightmare right there. Even changed up Miss Nightmare's entrance. There's a couple of them that got their entrances changed up as well. But now Miss Nightmare making her way down to the ring. Brand new entrance. Getting a shot at the WCW Women's United States title belt tonight in the very first Nitro Outdoor Arena. Yeah, that's the funny thing, and you might end up leaving those mechanical arms behind. Who knows? I'm just not ready to let it go yet. TJones, probably the longest reigning champion if we went by title defenses. By number of times she has defended the title, it has been quite a few times, most of the time in 4-on-1 matches. But she has a move that is so devastating, it can end people's nights quickly. So if she gets a shot to put you in the golden hammer, you're done. Your night is over.
Introducing the challenger from Neo, Osaka, Miss Nightmare. And her opponent from Laredo, Texas, she is the WCW Women's United States Champion, TJones.
I wouldn't be surprised if TJones goes in and ends up getting a red, white, and blue outfit here before too long. She has been the WCW United States Champion for a minute. Just saying. It's probably what she's going to end up doing here really soon. So once Miss Scorpion and Miss Frost went to Japan, Miss Nightmare kind of adopted her old hairstyle back, adopted a brand new face painted look, kind of takes in account for all of them, and a brand new logo. Is she going to be able to start parlaying that stuff and stand out from the rest of the women, stand out from the crowd now that she's not in that group like that? That's what we're going to have to wait and see. TJones, not one to be afraid to let it fly off the top rope. And you can see the t-shirt. We got our brand new logos in these arenas as well. Hopefully soon, if you guys want a t-shirt, I'll be able to tell you how to do it. While we have a chance, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss it anytime we go live, share the video, become a member of the channel if you so desire. Really helps out the channel, and we are so close right now to getting a shot at our very first title belt giveaway. We are getting closer and closer and closer. Look at that. TJones knows she's the champ. Ain't worried about it. Left Miss Nightmare outside, but look at this. And you got to be careful. If Miss Nightmare sends you off the ropes, her finishing move can happen that way. The other really cool thing about that's going to happen now in 2K24, you can have 5 different finishing moves, which means you can have 5 variations, or up to 5 variations of a finishing move. So if finishing moves have multiple different ways to do them, I'm going to start adding those in only on the one person. So there might be multiple ways to kind of hit that golden sledgehammer. There's multiple ways to deliver a stunner. There's multiple ways. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how all that stuff goes down. But look at this. You know, to get to the part where you can hit Miss Nightmare with the golden sledgehammer, there's a lot that goes into it. Miss Nightmare right now staying on top of TJones, not allowing TJ to even put her in a position to where that golden sledgehammer could fly. So oh, look at this. Picks her up. Powerbomb, knee to the face. Gonna pull her back out into the center of the ring. Is that gonna do it? Rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And this is amazing. You gotta know the power of Miss Nightmare. You've seen her wrestle before. She has been a world champion. And right now, thought she might kind of be in that position. Look at the state of this. That's an owie if I've ever seen one. And I've never seen that move done like that before. Looks like she's going up top. Miss Nightmare might be too far away for the golden sledgehammer. Instead, delivers an elbow drop. It's not like that's the only move she knows off that top rope. Thank you, Digital. Really appreciate that. And we are a lot closer than people realize. We might be within about $60. So we'll see. I got to see what it looks like when the first check comes in. And that'll give us a good indication of what we've got to do to get to where we're going. But every little penny helps. I appreciate that more than you know. And again, if we're close enough, we'll just go ahead and get the belt. So there it is again, Miss Nightmare. Trying to stay in control of this match, because if she doesn't, again, it could come out of nowhere, just like that came out of nowhere. And I have a feeling she's setting up for it. Bone Crusher incoming. I think we have a brand new United States champion. 1, 2, and what in holy hell just happened? TJones just kicked out of the Bone Crusher, and you just don't do that. Like, it just doesn't happen. She took that big clothesline, got immediately put in the Bone Crusher, and somehow still managed to find a way to kick out. And what in the holiness is this? Miss Nightmare up on the top rope. Diving corkscrew body block. Hits her with the shoulder off the top rope. And here it comes again. You know it's going to be the bone. Oh, ducks that time. Oh, looked like she was going for the Bone Crusher, but look at TJ stays out of it. And is that going to be, can she get to the top rope? It looks like she is ready for it. That is usually the move right there that sets up the golden sledgehammer. But Miss Nightmare still trying to get up. And you can tell TJ has had a lot taken out of her. She is moving very slow. Moving very slow. And that is proven to be tough while she is trying to get in this golden sledge. Here it comes. She is setting up for it. She is in perfect position, but not a golden sledge. Instead, hits her with a crossbody. Very slowly runs back over. Is she going to get it in this time? Thought it was coming last time. And there it is. Golden sledgehammer, and you don't get up from that. 1, 2, 3. And TJones has done a few things that nobody has ever done. But she is still your United States champion.
Here is your winner, and still WCW Women's United States Champion, TJones.
You could almost put that in match of the year as well. That is something else. She kicked out of the Bone Crusher, which you don't do. And that was after a powerful clothesline. Thought the match was going to be over right then and there. Ends up kicking out of it. Goes for another 5 to 10 minutes. And finds a way to come out on top. Deliver the golden sledgehammer to Miss Nightmare. And walk away with her championship belt. That's unreal. Shouldn't have even been a thing. So remember, no WrestleMania after Thunder, but there will be another WCW versus WWE pay-per-view event where they will be facing off. Title belts will still be on the line.
Making his way to the ring, representing the NWO from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena!
You guys are probably getting more Totes My Goats today than you even bargained for. Did not plan on having a 7.5 hour stream. But I'd still be playing right now. I would be playing the City Skylines. We are doing some things right now that all the tiles are unlocked. That is amazing. And we may go back and just have a little bonus City Skylines after this. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. No promises on that one. But I will tell you this. Oh, Totestropolis starting to hit on another level. What is going on, Eagle Star? Welcome to the stream.
And his opponent, representing the Click from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels of the Click now making his way down to the ring, getting his shot at the WCW Money in the Bank briefcase that holds a contract that you can cash in at any time for your shot at the world title. So very easy. The Click, who doesn't really have a leader, and the leader of the New World Order, trying to go after that Money in the Bank contract tonight to get their shot at Totes My Goats. Yeah, I am looking forward to the tournament that will determine our very first title belt giveaway. This should be very interesting. Shawn Michaels versus John Cena, regardless of who they're representing, regardless of if they're in or if they're not in a faction. They're the leader of it. They're not the leader of it. Does not really matter. You put these two guys together, you get them in a ring together, and you're going to get something special. These guys are going to give it their all because there is no love lost. Both guys wanting to prove they're the guy. They're the greatest of all time. John Cena has held the most WWE World Championship title belts, but it's hard to say that that makes you the greatest champion ever. That's one thing, right? But if you held it 15 times, that means you lost it 16. I'm just saying, you know. So then it's even hard to look at it from this perspective where you're like, well, this guy held it for a year. Because you could be Roman Reigns and not ever defend your title belt. So Roman Reigns holding the title for a year doesn't mean anything to me. Really, what I would look at, not the number of times. You got to look at the number of times you won it because that's part of it. But also the number of times you defended it. While that belt was in play, while the title belt is in play, whether you're the challenger or you're the champion, how many times did you win the match? What is the record of that? Because, yeah, I mean, you won it 15 times, you lost it 16 times, but maybe you defended it 30 times. Well, that puts you in a positive way. You know what I mean? Now you're 45-16 with the belt on the line. That's, I'll take that. You know what I mean? What is going on, Eagle? So knowing that you probably cannot win the title or the Money in the Bank it would just be forfeited and maybe two different people get a shot at it. John Cena wisely gets in the ring and then jumps right back out to reset the referee's count. Shawn Michaels, though, on the other hand, looks like he is going to sit there and wait for it. So he took that time maybe to rest up a little bit, gets the 8 count from the referee. That'll be the other nice thing. Anytime somebody gets thrown into the ropes, it'll be fixed. There won't be any more of this collision crap going on almost every time. Like the fact in 2K23, if they hit a move off the ropes, that's the exception, not the rule. Well, in 23, that'll be the rule. Yeah, Shawn, John Cena, I think they're both living icons, to be fair. Undertaker, too. Steve Austin, Triple H, all these guys. Look at that. John Cena getting all kinds of fired up. Picks him up, slams him back down. And Shawn Michaels somehow gets up quickly, but there it is. Cena slam. This might do it. 1, 2. And Shawn Michaels kicking it out in 2. Cena setting up again. You got to think if he gets this in, I don't think Shawn Michaels would have been able to kick out of it a second time, but Shawn Michaels gets out of the way. Referee, of course, gets in the way. So that's solid. And there's a Hurricane Rana. Thought he might have been trying to set up some sweet chin music, but John Cena keeps trying to get out of the way. Shawn Michaels now rolls up the leg. 1, 2. Yeah, and I always thought Shawn Michaels did it right, like the right way with the arrogance. Some people are asses, like, while he was an ass, he just did it the right way, I thought. Misses that, though. Cena sees him coming. Now has him on the outside of the ring, picks him up, and look at that big powerbomb on the outside of the ring. Shawn Michaels, while he gets back to his feet, Cena kept the try to keep the offense going, but now Shawn Michaels slams him down, big powerbomb, and onto a chair. Really thought he might have been trying to get him back, at least towards the ring. Referee already to a 6 count. You got to kind of think about it at this point. Can the wrestlers even hear the referee's count? And look at that. Just like a true champion, Cena recounts or resets the ref's clock again. And Shawn Michaels is like, I'm not even messing with it anymore. Cena moving slow. Shawn Michaels moving slow. And there's that. Shawn Michaels might be getting ready. Might be getting it set up right here. Incoming, a little sweet chin music hits him. And look at that, about wore out. Falls on John Cena, and somehow Cena finds the strength to kick out of sweet chin music. And that's the crap I'm talking about. Timing way off. That is fixed in 2K24. Shawn Michaels now going back up to the top. If he hits this elbow, that has got to do it. No. Not happy with just the elbow drop. Hits him again. Sweet chin music rolls around this time and rolls the leg too. 3, and Shawn Michaels comes away your Money in the Bank WCW World Contract briefcase winner.
Here's your winner and Mr. Money in the Bank, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels, Money in the Bank briefcase winner, can now challenge for the WCW World Championship title belt whenever he wants against whoever he wants, currently held by Totes Magoats. Now, another very interesting match right here. Universal. You would have thought that this might have been reversed, but Recon Delta and Father Time getting a shot tonight at the Universal Money in the Bank briefcase, and Sting will be putting his title belt on the line tonight against Sentinel. So Sentinel could become the brand new Universal World Champion.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the Money in the Bank contract. Making his way to the ring, representing the NWO from Elysian Fields, weighing in at 252 pounds, the WCW World Television Champion, Army Ranger.
So Recon Delta not defending the title belt, the men's title belt tonight because of the briefcase. He will be forced, along with the women on WCW Thursday Night Thunder, to defend the television title belt. So it'll be a rare case where the television title belts for the men and the women will be on the line at the same time on Thunder. Also, main event on Thunder will be Paul the Thing defending the $1 million championship belt that he won from Goldberg. He will be putting that title belt on the line against Damien. Say what?
And his opponent from another time, weighing in at 222 pounds, from the legend, Daddy T.
Daddy T, Father Time, legendary figure, making his way down to the ring right now. Slightly changed up look here as far as the entrance attire goes. Not wholesale changes, very subtle changes, but a few changes nonetheless. But Father Time making his way down to the ring right now. And possibly getting his shot at the Universal Champion. Or not. Whoever holds the Money in the Bank briefcase, that doesn't mean they've got to wrestle him at the next pay-per-view event. Or maybe they will. Who knows? But it doesn't matter who's going to be wrestling who, because right here tonight, Recon Delta, the WCW television champion, getting his shot along with Father Time, legendary figure, at the the Universal Men's Money in the Bank briefcase getting a shot at the grandest prize of them all. So which one? This could very well be both of the biggest matches of both of these guys' careers. But getting a shot right now to get a shot at that Universal World Championship. Rolls up the leg, and only a 1 count. So you'll notice Recon Delta a lot like Roman Reigns. There are differences, but some of the movesets the same. And some of them are different. Father Time now getting things turned around. And to be fair, Father Time, a lot like Daddy T, has one of the most devastating finishing moves, but in a different way. His finishing move was made famous by Chris Benoit, known as the Crippler Crossface. Look at that! DDT, but like a rope-assisted, over-the-top rope-assisted DDT. That is almost like a golden sledgehammer all unto itself. But the move and how Father Time has perfected it is called the Sands of Time. And from, again, like virtually out of nowhere, you won't even see it coming. Guy will go to swing. He'll grab the arm, flip it around, and end your night quickly. Recon Delta, no stranger to Father Time, so both of these wrestlers do understand what the other one brings to the table. So this should be an amazing match. Look at that, off the rope. Hits him one way, hits him another way. One way was with the arms, the next way with the feet. Now picks him up, brings him back down. Thought he was trying to get the crowd going, but look at this. Recon Delta now could be setting up for it. Whips him into the corner. Oh, Superman. Hits him with the punch, then hits him with the Delta variant, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Recon Delta is not only your television champion, but is also Mr. Universal Money in the Bank.
Your winner and Mr. Money in the Bank, Army Ranger.
Recon Delta, now Mr. Universal Money in the Bank. When will he use that briefcase to get his shot at the world title tonight? We know Sentinel is getting his shot tonight, but when will he use his shot? We'll have to stay tuned for that. Down to the final 4 matches of the evening. It is now LA Knight representing the New World Order, taking on Rowdy for the WCW United States Championship belts. So both belts were on the line tonight, men's and women's. But Rowdy, representing the Four Horsemen, will take on the New World Order to defend his title belt. If you remember back, LA Knight was the first U.S. champion.
Elimination match, and is for the WCW United States Championship.
I almost think it'd be interesting in like real life if LA Knight brought back the New World Order. There's not many people that can do it. I don't know that John Cena can do it anymore. Like, you would have to be a wrestler like Hogan wrestled. It would have to be like that, and I don't think John Cena's going to want to do that. But could you imagine if they brought back the NWO the right way, you put a guy like LA Knight in charge of the NWO, and you go out and you find the right best wrestlers. Telling you, it could be a huge thing. It could be one of those things where they get it right and the NWO does take over. I don't think it should be where, oh, everybody's part of the NWO. You get the best of the best from a certain kind of a category, and you bring them in. Who else do you think would be good members of the New World Order? Put it in the chat. Put it in. If you're watching this later, put it in the comments section. Who do you think currently, not in our universe mode, but currently in the WWE, would make for the best New World Order members? Who could make the New World Order work? It already works, but who could make it work in the WWE? It has never worked in the WWE. Well, Tommy Dreamer back in the day, but I don't think Tommy Dreamer today could make it work. Look at that U.S. title belt.
Introducing the challenger from Hagerstown, Maryland, weighing in at 230 pounds, LA Knight.
What is going on, Char? Welcome to the stream.
From New York, weighing in at 304 pounds, he is the WCW United States Champion, the Enforcer, Rowdy.
Yeah, it would definitely be hard. They couldn't do it the same way where you believe these guys are coming in to take over necessarily, unless somebody came from AEW, you know, like, I don't know. I mean, it would have to be like Kenny Omega, John Moxley at the same time. Because that's what happened. And then you bring on like, and you throw an LA Knight in there. You throw in a, God, I can't think of his name. Young kid with a beard now. Real smart aleck. Used to be the U.S. champ. Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is another one. Maybe like Roman Reigns. Part-time Roman Reigns beats him at WrestleMania. And then Cody Rhodes is like, no, this stops now. And then he leads the NWO. Maybe he brings in LA Knight. And he brings in, God, why can't I think of the kid's name but the other young kid? Look at that. You got to remember, even though Rowdy is the United States champion, he has hardcore on the back of his belt. There is a reason Rowdy is the enforcer of the Four Horsemen. Rowdy now getting after LA Knight, which is smart. You want to make sure that you do not give LA Knight a chance to get going, because if he can get going, it doesn't matter how big, how little, how whatever you think you are. LA Knight can get things going quick. On the other hand, LA Knight cannot let the enforcer of our Four Horsemen get after him, and now he's swinging a sledgehammer to boot. What's that all about? Now LA Knight using that as the great equalizer. Hits him in the gut twice, the head once. Referee right on top of this. 2. And look at that. really using that sledgehammer to his advantage and kind of evening things back up. You notice falls do count anywhere. And back and forth these two go. There is no love lost between the Four Horsemen and the New World Order. LA Knight now fighting through, taking a big clothesline. Now getting the knee. And the swinging neck breaker. Rowdy now trying to get back to his feet. LA Knight waiting for him, giving him the knife edge chops. And look at the height. LA Knight just got on that drop kick. Tries to hit him with the elbow, however. Rowdy rolls out of the way and gets him with a low drop kick of his own. Now, typically, one of the fatal mistakes that get made going after the steps. So, Rowdy getting up after them steps. LA Knight waiting for him to do it, taking advantage of it right now. And now Rowdy busting through like a freight train. Hits him with a shoulder block. Wrestlers do not even have to get back in the ring. Rowdy looking like he's like, hey, I learned my lesson. Let's not do the stair thing anymore. Or did he? Well, that time he hits LA Knight with the stairs. Moves out of the way. Now was using the stairs to block the advance of LA Knight, but LA Knight fighting through it. Gets him there. Gets him again. And now helping Rowdy back to his feet, but probably shouldn't have did that. Rowdy now jumps through. 1, 2. And here we go. That usually sets up Rowdy's finisher. Here it is. Rowdy, Bowdy. Rolling up the leg. 1. Well, maybe. 1, 2, 3. And Rowdy, member of the Four Horsemen, will walk away and retain the Men's United States Championship.
Here is your winner, and still WCW United States Champion, the Enforcer, Rowdy.
Four Horsemen do not need any help raising their arms in victory. A thing that they are very, very used to. And Rowdy will stay the Men's United States Heavyweight Champion. We say heavyweight, but anybody can win that championship, to be fair. So now down to the last 3 matches of the evening, and maybe what could be and will be a main event-like match. All 3 of these matches, really. But Sting now putting on the Universal title on the line against our very own Sentinel. Will Sentinel be able to step up and take the Universal World Championship from Sting? No small order, no small feat. Will be very, very hard. And if he can do it, very well earned. But here we go.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Universal World Heavyweight Championship.
That's interesting. Never really thought about it, but I think CM Punk could probably pull it off as well. I wouldn't make him the leader of anything, though. Like, I don't think he would be around. Like, Cody Rhodes, make him the leader. CM Punk, too volatile. I'd make him a member. He'd be like the Randy Savage of the NWO. You know what I mean? Can't really control him. He's going to do his own thing. Wouldn't be like one of the main members, like the main three guys, like the core of it. Like, he had the core of it. Kind of going back to Char's point. The big three, Hogan, Nash, and Hall, the godfathers of the NWO. I wouldn't make him one of those three guys, but as a member, I would make CM Punk a member of the NWO. I just don't think he's reliable. You know what I mean? Like, you never know. Yeah, what's funny, in 2K24, we're going to be able to see just that. Face paint will fade, wear, drip, do all kinds of stuff. So the longer the match goes on, the more the face paint fades. Very cool. It's all these little quality of life in 2K24. I hope they can pull it off. I hope they can do this. It would be amazing. 2K24 would be the best game ever. 2K23, the idea of it is the best game, but I don't think the execution is. So Sting now putting his Universal World title on the line. The greatest, the top of the top, the tippity of the dippity belt on the line.
Introducing the challenger from Virginia, weighing in at 308 pounds, the Blueprint, Sam Trowell. And his opponent, from Omaha, Nebraska, weighing in at 246 pounds, he is the Universal World Heavyweight Champion, the Scorpion.
What's funny, I've showed you guys this before, but this title belt done better is going to be the title belt, the very first title belt we give away on this channel. We'll say who we got it from. We'll announce all that stuff. We'll do the unboxing. I will have it on stream with me while we do the giveaway. And then once one of the members win it, I will mail it to your house. So the easiest way to get involved in that, if you do not have a wrestler in our universe mode, become a member of the channel. Your membership will get you a wrestler in our universe mode. Any membership, whether it's a member of the Bark Squad or our Wrestling Championship belt. If you become a member of the Wrestling Championship belt, that will get you a guarantee in the finals. Not the final match, but the final tournament. Depending on the number of people we have in, that's what gets you the guarantee into that. But here we go, Sting and Sentinel going back and forth. Sting backing up, Sentinel wisely getting out of the ring, trying to, oh, look at this. Sting through that second and third rope, crossbody onto Sentinel. Sentinel trying to get back to his feet. Sting trying to make sure that doesn't happen. And Sentinel now getting Sting back into the ring. Sentinel understands, even though he's moving a little bit slow here, understands that if Sting isn't in the ring, he cannot win the title belt. So, making sure Sting stays in the ring, kind of a big deal. Look at Sting. Sting ended up beating Hogan for the title belt, and now Sentinel getting his shot at it. Sting gets him up. Oh, one of the very, very few to do that, but look at this. Sentinel jumps back up to his feet. Don't think Sting expected that. Sentinel, though, split open. Hard to see it underneath that mask. Now rolls up the leg. 1. And Sting kicking out in 1. Look at that. Sentinel jumping through, getting Sting right on the old scunion. Here it comes again. Thought he might have went for the pin right there, but doesn't. Just going after the head of Sting. Making sure that he can set up for his finisher. But Sting too close to the ropes, getting the rope break. That wasn't Sentinel's finisher, but that is leading to it for sure. Look at this, Sting. Going jumping bulldog, and you got to watch out for Sting. Sting does quite a few different things. Sting now setting up for it. Is Sentinel, does he see it coming? He does. Little possum being played, and that is Sentinel's finishing move. 2. And Sting kicks out in 2. Sentinel's like, what in the heck? You gotta believe that Sentinel thought it was right there in his hands, that he had won the Universal title, and you can see the frustration right now. Sentinel getting after Sting now, taking it up to the top rope, and I would not want 305 pounds of sexy coming down on me like this. Sting getting back to his feet. Sentinel crossbody. Goes, gets him with, tries to get him with another splash. Sting gets him out of the way. Crossbody of his own. Rolls up the leg. 1. And Sentinel kicking out in 1. You know, very similar face-style paint moves, but 1 is actually a mask. He has paint underneath his mask plus the mask, and 1 is just paint. Sentinel now getting up after that leg, the inside leg. Sentinel setting up for it, and you know if he hits this in, it's going to be all over about the crying. Sting ducks out of the way, however, and trying to weaken up them legs. Now gets him. Gets him in a sleeper. Sentinel breaks it up, and here it is. Scorpion death drop. Look. Sting saw his leg up on the ropes now, trying to drag him back out. Is that going to do it? Did Sting just retain his title? 1, 2. No, he did not. Sentinel kicking out in 2. Trying to get back to his feet. Sting fighting. Trying to slow it back down. Just both wrestlers now in complete disbelief. And look at this, little sneaky schoolboy. And a huge boot to boot. But Sting recovers a little faster than Sentinel thought he was going to, and gets right back to getting them ribs. Sentinel now getting to the outside of the ring. Getting to the outside of the ring. Sting now using that to knock him down. And remember, Sting, the World Universal Champion, does not need to win the match to retain the title belt. The belt will not change hands on a countout. Sentinel, though, probably very, very aware of this. I was going to say, I'd imagine he'd get Sting right back on the inside. Sentinel trying to keep the offense going. Sting waiting for him, though. Throws him in the corner. Here he comes. Singer splash. Hits Sentinel with it now. Flips Sentinel over. Thought he might have been going for the Scorpion Deathlock, but instead is not going for it. Just working on loosening up them legs. And Sentinel grabbing his knee, and here it is. Scorpion Deathlock incoming. Is Sentinel gonna tap out? Sentinel can't get to the ropes and has to tap out, so Sting very wisely went after his legs and ended up winning. But I gotta tell you,
here is your winner, and still the Universal World Heavyweight Champion, the Scorpion.
there is no way this is over between him and Sting. I mean, that was one hell of a match. Both competitors kicking out of the other's finishing move, and finally Sting getting him in the Scorpion Death Drop, or Death Lock, to get him to tap out. But what a great match that is. You know, we talked about Miss Nightmare and TJones, you know, maybe that being the match of the year, or at least in contention for it. That's another one right there. We've had a lot of those kind of matches in Season 5, and I can only imagine how it's going to be in Season 6. Right now, the Four Horsemen do not have a leader, and they're in no hurry, to be honest, to name one. They don't need to name one. But the WCW World Champion, Totes McGoats, has heard enough from Braun Breaker about how he deserves a world title shot. So if Braun Breaker can win tonight against Totes McGoats will put the WCW world title on the line against Braun Breaker at the next pay-per-view event.
The following contest is an elimination match. Making his way to the ring, representing the NWO from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Braun Breaker.
That other guy's name is coming to me, and I got to tell you, Austin Theory. There it is. You put LA Knight, Austin Theory, and Braun Breaker. I'm just saying. You attack it from a different angle, not the angle like Hogan and Nash and whatever. You let them remain the godfathers of the NWO. You bring Kevin Nash and Hollywood Hogan. Bring them back one night. Pass the torch. Pass it to like a Cody Rhodes. Pass it to an LA Knight. Sit back as advisors to him and rebuild the NWO, but this time do it the right way. Brand new look from our WCW World Champion.
And his opponent, accompanied by Scarlett, representing the Four Horsemen from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 257 pounds, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Frank D.
So look at this, Frank D, brand new look. Makes his way down to the ring tonight, decked out in the brand new Totes McGoats logo. We will be talking to the guy who makes the shirt, the guy and the girl. It's a couple. They're amazing. Who make the shirt and figure out how much it's going to cost. We're figuring right now, preliminary talks. I think $20 covers everything plus shipping. So we'll have to figure it out. All the proceeds on my end will go right back into the channel. Will go right back into the title belt. I told you, every dollar, everything we do, every dollar we make will go back into this channel. So if you become a member, every dollar into the channel. You buy a t-shirt, everything. You make, just like Digital did earlier, you make a super chat, back into the channel. It all goes back into this channel so that we can provide the best content for you moving forward. So here we go. Braun Breaker trying to get his shot at the WCW World Championship belt. Braun Breaker has been on quite the roll as of late, but now trying to get a shot at the world title in WCW. Somehow both competitors managed to miss. That was amazing. And guys, while we have a second, remember, drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. It is very much appreciated. And we are already up to 866 subscribers. We are up to 6 members already. And I told you, if we can get to 20 members, we will be able to give away at least 3 title belts a year. I'm excited. I want every single one of you to have the title belt. Here we go. Totes Goats now getting Braun Breaker in the ankle lock. Look at this. Referee probably closer than she even needs to be, but Braun Breaker fighting through it now, running out. Big shoulder block, and you got to know Braun Breaker trying to prove that his spear better than Goldberg's, better than Roman Reigns, better than the Delta variant of Recon Delta. Is he going to be able to prove it here tonight? Big power slam, and Totes rolls out of the ring, and here comes Braun over the top somehow. Takes that little 360. 2 boots to the side of the head. Call Braun Breaker in the morning. And now swingity. Gets Totes Goats up, back down on that lower back, and you can tell right there. That's got to hurt. Thank you, Digital. I appreciate that, brother. Scarlett, though, on the outside of the ring, we have seen her come out from time to time representing Totes. And look at this. Is Scarlett in the future going to be representing the 4 Horsemen? Is she representing Totes because managers, she is a manager who will actually do what she's supposed to do? She's a full-time manager. Is that why? Could be. Totes Goats now trying to call his shot against Braun. Big slam right down. Now rolls up the leg. Ref right on top of it. 1, 2. And Braun kicking out in 2. But now look at what's about to happen. Well, I thought Totes would be setting up for it. Did not set up for it. Gets him with 1. 2 big clotheslines. Picks him up one more time. Almost a version of McWayne's sit-down sausage. Picks him up again, and here we go. This might do it right here. Hits him with the extraction. 1, 2. And look at Braun Breaker trying to prove not many people can kick out of the extraction. This crowd right now out here tonight lighting it up, saying they're not worthy. Totes kicking it out in 2. And we still have a main event to go for the WCW Tag Team titles. Those will also be on the line here tonight. Braun Breaker now bringing Totes back into the middle of the ring. 1, 2. And trying to earn that shot at the title. Look at this. Scarlett getting involved again. Totes Now getting back to his feet, taking advantage of the diversion that Scarlett provided. And Totes somehow misses, of course, because that's what this game does. And a big slam, rolls up the leg, but look at that. Totes real sneaky. Gets up underneath there, but look at this, Braun Breaker. You got to believe if Braun can hit this, that should do it. Now it goes. Oh, thought he was going for the pin, but did not go for the pin. And look, Braun Breaker cannot help but stay distracted. Totes jumps up, hits him right here. This might actually do it. Is Totes going to go for the pin? No, Braun Breaker fighting to get back to his feet. Here he goes again on his own, going down the only road he's ever known. And Braun just keeps fighting. Totes gets him one more time, hits him with the suplex, pulls the ripcord on that, hits him, now rolls the leg. This might be it. 1, 2, and Braun Breaker yet again trying to prove that he is worthy for a world title shot. But Totes now gets him in the extraction, and you know you don't kick out of 2 of them. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Totes McGoats blocks Braun Breaker from getting his world title shot.
Here is your winner, Frank D.
So Totes McGoats, lots of stuff going on in the Horsemen. I'd say turmoil, but it's not turmoil between the Horsemen. But with Robbo leaving, defecting to the WWE, lots of things going on, and now you've got the King of the Ring tournament going on. We were going to have WrestleMania, but now that has been pushed back until Season 6. That should be Episode 1 of Season 6, to be fair. That is what we are shooting for. But while we do all this stuff, just so you guys know, major announcement. We've already made it, but we're going to make it again. We will continue to play WWE 2k23 until we can get most of the things moved over to 24 and start our Season 6 off right. We're not gonna wait. We're gonna keep on playing. In the mornings, every single morning, we're gonna have a creator stream where I do nothing but create. So you guys are gonna be with me every step of the way. If you guys have been with me ever, you guys know this already. So when 2K24 drops, we're gonna be doing that. Eventually, we will probably get into the showcase mode. We will get into a lot of other things. It's going to be interesting, and we're going to have a lot more WWE 2K24 coverage than we've ever had. We've never had MyFACTION. We've never had really the GM mode. We've never had any of it. And the reason for that, it's never been good enough to have. It's never been that interesting. It is supposed to be, and we will check it out. It is supposed to be that interesting this time. Now, not sure what is going on. World Tag Team Championship title's supposed to be on the line tonight, but for some reason, right out of the commercial break, we are getting a quick start to this match. So we will have to see what is happening. But Cecil Davis and Milkman now facing off. I hope those title belts are on the line, but I do not know one way or the other. Milkman now still in the ring. Kempty Watson getting tagged in. Thought he was getting whipped over to the corner, but Milkman stops that. Gives him the shoulder block. Referee right on top of the action, so she'll be able to do whatever needs to be done. But right on top of the action, and here it comes. Double team move. Remember, really the Maniacs in the Hit Squad, 2 of the oldest tag teams in the history of all of our seasons. Our seasons have seen all kinds of stuff. We started out at TSW. We moved in to WWE. And now we all represent the brand new WCW relaunch of Nitro and Thunder. So, very interesting stuff, very cool things going on. SC Jumpman, one of the craziest big men we have, but Maniac's been together for quite some time. SC Jumpman, the only member, the only wrestler that we have that actually wears sunglasses while he wrestles. So if that's not crazy, like, I don't even know what is. You know what I mean? Milkman, he just wants to fight everybody. So now Kempty Watson tries that. SC Jumpman says no way. But again, these guys got to be careful. Got to keep their eye on the prize. What should be the prize should be the World Tag Team Championship belts. However, match started super quick, so didn't see the referee put that out. Kempty Watson now split open, put up in the corner. And then what goes up must come down. SC Jumpman playing it up to the crowd. Kempty trying to get back to his feet. SC Jumpman uses the entire arena and always uses it. So even though SC Jumpman, one of the bigger wrestlers, like, not one of the bigger wrestlers, but one of the bigger wrestlers that is a high flyer, is in the ring with another high flyer. Where the inverse is also true for the Hit Squad in the LWO. Cecil Davis, one of the smallest power wrestlers that's out there. Cecil Davis doesn't look like it, but him and Eagle Star wrestled very similar together. But look at this, SC Jumpman, you know, is a big guy or a bigger guy, but Hurricane Rana. Kempty trying to get back to his feet. And the Maniacs just on another level, but you see why they are the World Tag Team Champions. However, can Kempty and Cecil get this thing turned around right now? That is kind of what we're looking at, kind of what we're waiting to see. Can they get this thing going? Because once they get rolling, once they get on a roll, it is hard to stop them. And I've got a feeling you're about to find that out right now. Maniacs now, main event, WCW World Tag Team Championship belts on the line. SC Jumpman now tagging in Milkman. Milkman, one of the guys I thought would be a world title holder in Season 5. Has not worked out that way, but has won 2 different times and maintained the World Tag Team title belts. Look at that big old choke slam on the foot grab. Now Milkman getting Cecil up. Cecil fighting through it though. Milkman fighting through it. Back and forth they go. Where that clothesline stops, only Cecil Davis knows. Cecil on the ground right now. SC Jumpman heading up to the top. You know this is, that was almost a frog splash. Look at that. Cecil jumps out of the way, but look how fast SC Jumpman recovers. Kempty now, the legal man of the LWO, gets in there. Thought he was going to whip him into the ropes. Does not. Kempty getting it played up to the crowd. And now Kempty, you can see that he's moving slow. However, he is getting after both SC Jumpman and Milkman. Milkman down right now along with Cecil Davis. So it is just the two of them on an island in this tag team match. Who is going to win? Are the Maniacs going to be able to maintain their championship title belts, or is the LWO going to add a couple more titles to their resumes? There it is again. So again, both men have their tag team partners down and are on an island all by themselves. Kempty now trying to get things going. Cecil back up to his feet. Rolls up the leg, one. Only a 1 count, and now it looks like Milkman back up as well. So, both competitors trying to maintain control of this match. However, look how fast SC Jumpman at least gets back up to a base. You know, when you look at Roman Greco wrestling, high school wrestling, collegiate wrestling, you try to make sure that you're always on your base. You got your base. You're always, these hands at least. Like, if the guy's got to be on top of you, you maintain your base. That's what they're trying to do. Look at that. Oh, you didn't know? That is SC Jumpman's finishing move. 1, 2, and somehow Kempty kicks out of that, but I thought Kempty had that turned around. Listen to the crowd go. They are chanting for the tag team wrestling. They cannot get enough of it. But now Milkman and Kempty trying to get back to his feet. But Milkman fighting and fighting and fighting. Oh, thought Cecil might have took advantage of that, but look at how fast Milkman moves. And that is what makes the Maniacs so tough. Both men very agile, even though Milkman doesn't do a lot of stuff off the top rope. Still very agile for what he is doing. Oh, you don't want to get hit with that. Kempty dives out of the ring. Cecil had to dive. Looked like Cecil was going for a super kick, but Milkman got him anyway, splits him open, and now it's like, I'm out. And what's fun? Oh, there it is. Not really a super kick, but a kick to the midsection, little uppercut. And SC Jumpman kicking out in 2 now. Cecil Davis setting up for it. He likes to call this move the breach, but look at that. Went to put him in the breach. SC Jumpman jumps through, does not let that go down, and then ends up getting out of it with a Hurricane Rana. Kempty back in the corner of Cecil. Cecil blocks that, now steps through it, puts him on the ground. To the ground now. Go on and get down to the ground now. Cecil tags Kempty, and can Kempty maintain control? No, he cannot. Drop kick right to the bottom of the chin and the chest. And now Milkman's back in. What's funny about all this, these guys do not, you would want it to be different, you would think, if you're both people, but look at this. Kempty walks it up. That is usually the move that sets up his finisher. Cecil moving super slow, but trying to get over there. Look at this. Here it comes. Hits him with it. This might do it. 1, 2. And look at that. SC Jumpman finds a way to get in. I thought Cecil had him occupied, but he did not. Milkman now whips Kempty into the corner. He's trying to whip it and whip it good. Now look at this. This is the thing that these big guys do, and that's why they're called the Maniacs. No way you can get up from that. No way. 1, 2, 3. And the Maniacs once again retain the WCW World Tag Team titles.
Here are your winners, and still WCW Tag Team Champions, the Maniacs.
It is hilarious to me because typically SC Jumpman not in the ring but loves to go and just say, hey, these are the title belts. They're the Maniacs. SC Jumpman, really the longest standing member of the Maniacs. Tosses it over to Milk. Milk's like, Milk does a body good. Milkman typically the one getting the pins on these, but just how it goes. Guys, that is going to do it for tonight. Remember to drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss anytime we go live, share the video. You guys have got more of Totes My Ghosts today than you've gotten in a long time, probably more than you even wanted. But we will be doing Thursday Night Thunder as soon as we can, and we will continue on Totes-tropolis maybe sooner than we know. We might get a little bonus feature today. But I appreciate everything you guys do. If it so moves you, become a member of the channel. That will get us even faster to giving away the title belts. 20 members, that is our goal. We will get there. 1,000 subscribers, 20 members. We are well on our way to all of that. I appreciate everything you guys do. It is very, like every single day I talk about you guys. I'm like, it is amazing. Once we started building this community, good things started happening. And I hope good things are happening for you guys too. We'll catch all of you in the next one. Peace.